All right, so while there are a lot of unanswered questions at this stage, there are also varied angles which have surfaced. Let's go across to Priyanka, who's joining us live from outside the accused's residence. Priyanka, once again, if you can talk us through the varied angles here, the changing narratives of the accused that have been happening, rather that we've been hearing over the last few days. One, of course, being that the accused was not in a stable frame of mind, as a result of which he resorted to alcohol. And the second, of course, being the latest one, where the accused family says that the accused was not even on the driver's seat when the crash happened.
Well, that's right. There is definitely an attempt that is being made to cover up the entire incident that had taken place on the intervening night of 18th and 19th. That is for sure, because we also had a word with SK Agarwal as well. This is the residence. We are standing right outside of the residence of SK Agarwal. He's not inside right now. And the security head, in fact, of this particular place is also missing in action. But we were able to speak to him over the phone, and we had spoken to him about, and I had asked him about the entire case, and he had specifically said that there is a driver who had said on the camera in front of the police that he was the one driving the car, and that he was the one who was given the statement to the police stating that he was in the driver's seat, and that the minor, the 17-year-old, was in the passenger seat and the other friends were in the back seat. Now, that being said, he's also said that we don't know as of now what is the truth and what is not, but we do know this for now, Samiksha, that the father of the 17-year-old minor who had been driving without a license, had been drinking at the age of 17 in two pubs. The father, in fact, had also made sure that there were a lot of decoys as well that had been set up. There were several cars that had been sent in several other directions to mislead the police as well. In fact, there was a car that had been sent to Mumbai with the driver as well. And this specific thing, we spoke to SK Agarwal as well, and we asked him specifically about this, and he agreed and he admitted to that part. So that is another very big update as far as this particular case is concerned. And of course, we are expecting that the investigation by the crime branch will continue as per the protocol. But as of now, these are the updates and these are the visuals that we are, of course, also sending to our viewers to understand how essentially this is where SK Agarwal, Vishal Agarwal, in fact, stay. And as of now, they are completely... this particular place, in fact, has been completely blocked out. No one is being allowed inside or inside as well. So that is what we see here as far as the residence of the accused's grandfather is concerned. In fact, he was also asked about his links to Chhota Rajan, right, to which he very arrogantly dismissed it, and he said that it was not Chhota Rajan sitting on the driver's seat. So that, of course, shows us the kind of arrogance with which the entire family is also dealing with this case and trying to cover up the entire case as well.
That's exactly the point I was coming to. There are, of course, multiple layers to this. One, of course, being the underworld link that's clearly been established, and also the political clout that the accused family seems to have. Take us through all those angles again. Not sure if Priyanka can hear us.
That's right, Samiksha. Right. As I was saying... yes, Samiksha, there was a delay, but as I was pointing out, there is an investigation that is being carried out by the crime branch as well. They are trying to confront Vishal Agarwal with the eyewitnesses as well. In fact, we are looking at the eyewitnesses' statements as well that will be recorded by the police today, and we can expect some kind of an update as far as understanding what exactly went on when the crash had taken place and what happened thereafter as well. Because we already know that there are two pubs that are involved in this entire matter, and that they were the ones who were also serving 17-year-olds, at least 10 to 11 17-year-olds who had come there, and they were being served alcohol as well. Now, post that, we are looking at this kind of a cover-up that is being done by the father of the accused, who has been sending decoy vehicles to Mumbai and to other cities as well, just to prevent Pune police, in fact, apprehending him as well. So those are the kind of details that really help us understand understand how this cover-up is also, that cover-up was also being done, and the entire system is being played with. Not just that, but there's absolutely no remorse on the part of the family as far as the actions of the 17-year-olds are concerned, and also the action of the father who allowed the 17-year-old to have the car in the first place without a license and to be out and about drinking at about the age of 17 with his entire group of friends as well. So that essentially being taken into consideration when the investigation is also going further, and this is being reflected in the kind of demeanor and the tone and tenor of the people and the family members that we are also confronting, Samiksha.
Right, Priyanka, requesting you to stay with us. If you can once again talk to us a little more about this particular pub where the accused was getting drunk just hours before the crash happened. We understand that this pub did not even have the very license to serve alcohol in the first place.
Well, absolutely, Samiksha. A lot of information that is coming to the fore as the investigation is going further, specifically to the point of the time between 9:30 to 1 a.m. in the intervening night of 18th and 19th May, when earlier there were two pubs, in fact, that had been visited by the entire group of friends along with the victim, the 17-year-old, I beg your pardon, the accused, the 17-year-old who was driving. So the entire group had gone to two pubs, and both the pub's managers and the executives have been taken into custody because they were the ones who were serving underage, they were serving liquor to underage, children who had come there, the teenagers who had come there. So those are the also parts of the investigation that is being conducted because the part before the entire accident took place is also being decoded by the police to understand where essentially the 17-year-old had gone along with his other friends, because now there are other contradictory statements as well, Samiksha, that are coming to light by the family members who are stating that there was a driver in the driver's seat and the victim, in fact, was sitting in the passenger seat along with three other friends who were also present there and who were sitting in the back seat. So these are developing theories and statements and contradictory statements that are really coming to light. And the family also maintains, in fact, S.K. Agarwal himself maintaining that the investigation will also determine a lot of it, but he's also stating that the driver was in the driver's seat and not the 17-year-old, and that essentially seems to be the new line of statement that the family has also taken. But of course, the other part of the investigation, as far as the pubs are also concerned, the executives are also being grilled to understand whether or not they had a license and what essentially happened on the intervening night of 18th and 19th when the accused had been at both of these pubs along with his several friends.
Right, Priyanka, thank you for the moment. So all said and done, one thing that seems to have been established is that the entire system did come together to attempt that cover-up of the juvenile, the accused, who is, of course, in the dock for the murder of the two innocent people who lost their lives. For now, we should focus to a quick headlines segment that we are tracking this hour.